Yeah, I would give you a kidney, but then you'd have to take me on tour everywhere you go.
Oh my! Well, if you think about it, I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's
featuring Greg's kidney.
Featuring Greg's kidney. Just put the mic there. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Hey, I'm Dustin Ibarra.
And I'm Greg Baldwin.
And we're podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Welcome to Good Things Are Happening.
Man, it's good to be here.
Good things are happening, dude.
It's awesome, dude.
It's
awesome,
exciting.
Man.
This is awesome because, like, we're doing this podcast and, like, good things are happening. And then it's like, I feel like we manifested this kind of. What's up, guys? I'm Dustin Ibarra. Welcome to Good Things Are Happening.
I'm Greg Baldwin. And, yeah, it's good. It's good to be here.
And it's a bonus today because we're joined with our buddy, I guess, social media director, helps out with clips, and good friend, youngster, 17 years old, Hayden Block.
What's Hayden?
Up? What's up, Hayden? How you doing, buddy?
Doing great.
Yeah, things going good in your life?
Yep, getting booked more.
Getting booked more. Have you seen Hayden's set?
Yeah.
Hayden's very funny. Yeah. Very funny. He just won a contest.
I saw you at the beginning, and then I saw you. And then I've seen you now.
Yeah.
And you're doing real good. First of all, I want to say, Hayden is now part of the Good Things Are Happening team. Yes. He's going to be handling all the clips, the video clips that you see, all of our social media. That's going to be Hayden. You're part of the team now.
Thank you. Yep.
Which is great to have you. And you're also a great comedian, and it's just great to have you on board.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
man.
it. Yeah.
How are things going in your life right now? Hayden and I live very close to each other, so we're kind of in the same neck of the woods.
Yeah, I drove him here.
He did drive me here. He drove me. Yeah, we carpooled together, and that was quite a time. Hayden, I see Hayden a lot at shows. Hayden and I are going through this. I said I got an e-bike. You know, I love my e-bike, and we seem to be going through. There's a problem with the youth, Hayden. What's going on with your buddies and their e-bikes right now?
Oh, they're not my buddies, but there's these e-bike kids who terrorize the South Bay, pushing old ladies over and stuff.
Really?
Oh man, that's
and
horrible.
I made a joke about it. I mean, it wasn't supposed to. It turned out to be funny, but I was just ranting on stage about it, and got a lot of attention from them. And then they started threatening me. Where you live? And I gave them an address like across the street. Never showed up.
Whoa!
Like.
So you're at like the window with binoculars on, looking for the e-bike guys.
I was just waiting. I was like, "Tell me when you're here," and it's like,
and they never came by.
Yeah, 3 different kids.
Dude, that's scary.
The e-bike gang is after you, dude.
Yeah. It's just where they want to be like all tough and stuff, but it's like, dude, you're in a $2,000 e-bike.
They're a bunch of rich kids, pretty much.
Yeah.
And they can only patrol e-bikes. They can only go within like a 10-mile radius because they need to charge it again.
Yeah.
So, but in this little area, they're bad kids, man. They light things on fire, push old people over.
Jesus, dude.
Fireworks at people.
They throw fireworks at people. I think, I've seen that.
Happened like right in front of Hennessy's.
They just threw fireworks at people?
Yeah, but it was like a crowded, very crowded, threw a firework. Yeah, so. It's horrible, but you know, at least at the end of the day, they lost that battle. Like, I was showing them that I wasn't scared, sort of turned them off.
Oh yeah.
And they also thought I was an adult at first. They're like, "Oh, making videos about minors? Oh, you're creepy." I was like, "Dude, I'm 17." Like, yeah.
I'm one of you.
Yeah, I'm one of you.
We should start our own e-bike gang, man.
Dude, I saw you, dude. You pulled up. All 3 of us did a show together recently. And you pulled up on your e-bike with your helmet, dude.
Yeah.
I was like,
the helmet's a little like, I don't like wearing the helmet.
It looks good, dude.
You know, I don't want to get hurt.
You should have worn it on stage.
I was thinking about wearing it on stage. And then it goes viral, awesome. And that's what I got to do for the rest of my comedy career. It's like, I'm the helmet comic, you know?
I should wear it all the time.
You should wear it all the time.
You, Dustin was mentioned. You won the Clyde's comedy contest at Flappers?
Uncle Clyde's, yeah.
Uncle Clyde's, yeah.
It's like sort of a round thing. There's 3 different ones.
Okay.
So the second one I got first. So then the final one is in November, where I could win $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's a lot. 2,000.
That's for 17-year-old.
2,000. I'm gonna compete in that.
Yeah,
you know, I'm gonna go and
they wouldn't let you in.
They wouldn't let me in.
No, they wouldn't let you.
What if I disguise myself? Now that's why I can do my helmet character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bring your helmet.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. That they let you in. I mean, this one show, Whitney Cummings opened at the Uncle Clyde's, like she just wanted to like go up real quick.
Yeah.
And then I felt so bad. This guy had to follow her.
Oh, that's tough.
He was like the first like comic on the show, but like Whitney just went up before.
Yeah.
She fucking murdered. And then he went up there. He didn't do bad, but he had to follow her still. But yeah, it was. Thank God that wasn't me.
That would have been tough.
Thrown right into the fire, man.
Yeah, right there.
Learning lesson right from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad you're here, Hayden. Thanks for being a part. How are you doing, Mr. Greg?
I'm doing good, man. Everything's good. You know, I just grinding away. I'm happy. You know, things are good. I'm satisfied with the way things are going. I'm okay.
Pretty satisfied too.
You know, and you know, you always want more, but I'm okay with where I'm at.
Yeah.
So that's about it, man. I just super grateful. And you know, I got to see my parents recently, the last weekend, and then I went to my nieces played softball down, and my niece had 2 softball games. So I went and saw that yesterday. We went out, had pizza, and you know, it's good, man. After 17 years, of
kids games are fun to watch.
That's the one thing I miss about not having kids. You know,
is not being able to
go to the sporting events and watching them. I mean, obviously watching them grow up and stuff, but like. You know,
having a kid in there, a little Baldwin jersey.
Yeah. Watching them and teaching them how to, throw and hit and all that stuff. But
you could throw in bets with the other parents. It's nice.
Like, you can what?
Bet.
Oh, really? You can throw down with the other.
I used to do that. I played Little League and parents bet each other.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that is fun. Well, maybe there's a job in that. Maybe we could be a Little League bookie or something. Yeah.
So things are good. What about you?
That's good. I was supposed to go to El Paso this weekend.
Okay.
But I booked a TV show part, a small one on Apple TV. So I am not doing El Paso now, so I got to reschedule that. But it's like, it's still cool.
You got a TV show.
Yeah, going to Denver next week. Everything's chugging along, buddy. Nice. Yep. Everything's good. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Great.
Hayden, give me 3 things that are good in your life right now. 3 things.
I'm getting booked more. Like last week, I thought there was no shows in August, and I just got booked on 4 different ones.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's one. Give me 2. Number 2.
I'm starting EMT school.
You're starting EMT school?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna work in a detox program until this comedian thing works out.
Okay.
Nice. All right. And 3. What's number 3?
Yeah. I just like my dogs. My dog. Yeah. Dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah. Dogs.
That's all you gotta say. Just boom. Dogs, dude.
Yeah, I got 3, and 2 of them, they're like I'll go say like say what's up before I go to sleep, and then I'll like close the door, my parents' door, and then they wait at the door thinking I'm gonna come back. Awesome. So I feel bad. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, because they think I'm gonna come back, but I'm not.
Yeah. That reminds me of my real dad. I thought he was gonna come back.
You waited by the door.
I waited at that McDonald's forever. Tough.
Dude, it's great to have you.
I'm glad you're here, Hayden. Yeah, looking forward to more Hayden check-ins.
Yeah.
Seeing your growth. And he's still getting taller, which is crazy. I remember when I first met you, you're almost as tall as me, and that hurts. You know, that's tough. You know?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna grow much more. I drink a lot of
Please
Red Bull.
Don't, man. You drink a lot of Red Bull? Is that what you said?
I mean, I've been drinking Red Bull since I was a kid.
God, you do.
And I'm already past the drinking stage, you know. Like I'll be at a party and they're like, "Oh, you don't drink yet?" It's like I'm already past the drinking. I'm sober now.
I've been there, done that. Yeah.
6 months.
Yep.
Hell
6
yeah,
months,
buddy.
dude.
It's a little
That's
weird.
awesome. You know what, man? If you stick to your recovery and you keep doing stand up and you keep putting, positive efforts forward to the things that you want to do, you can accomplish incredible things, man. You started so young.
Yeah.
I got sober when I was 36, dude.
Yeah.
And I thought my life was over and it was just beginning. So to start at 17 is amazing.
Yeah, everything's awesome.
16. You started at 16.
Stand up?
No, recovery.
Oh, I started at 14, had a little slip up there.
Okay.
But
slip up.
Didn't do it right,
Okay.
as being a fuckhead. So
well, we're looking forward to having you, man.
Yeah,
thanks for
Hayden.
coming on,
Appreciate
dude.
it.
Aiden Block.
Yeah.
If
Aiden Block.
Listen, all the little videos that you see are going to be created by Aiden. Please like, share, follow, all those things.
Subscribe, sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Show your friends at a party. All of it.
Thank you guys.
Cool.
Thank you,
Thanks, man. Greg, I am very excited about our guest today.
Yeah.
Yep. We met this guest at Netflix's A Joke Festival.
We
and
sure
we just
did.
started talking. We were at the Comedy Store. Like, hey, you'd be awesome to have on the podcast. But they were out of town they were just in town for the festival.
Yeah.
And they live in Denver, but they're here now. Former zookeeper, public speaker at Harvard, Yale, Columbia. She's done TEDx, hearing impaired. That's an interesting.
That wasn't yours. No, I read the
Okay, I was like, okay, and hearing impaired. She's working with a bunch of great comics, hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, Hayden Kristal.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited that you're here.
Yeah, me too.
Because we wanted to have you like before, but you were like, I leave tomorrow.
Yeah, that was my last night in town, which would have been difficult.
It would have been difficult, but I'm glad you're here now.
Stuff to Denver.
I know. Well, I'm going to Denver, but you live in the sticks, though, right?
I do. Yeah, like 2 hours.
I
south.
see your videos online. They're like, do you live on a farm?
I do.
That's awesome.
I enjoy it. Next time we're both in town, you should come horseback ride.
I would
That's
definitely
amazing.
horseback ride.
Yeah.
Can I dress as a cowboy?
Yeah, I would require it. Yeah.
Can I dress as an Indian?
I would prefer
You can't
you
do that.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, not if you post it.
Okay, I can't do that.
Yeah.
But that would be super cool.
Yeah.
This is okay. So I've got a lot of questions because, when I saw you at Netflix as a joke, like usually comics are like either in those big like New York or LA cities, but then you tell me that you live on a farm in like Colorado, and I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. How did you get into the entertainment part of it?
So I started off public speaking. So I've been doing that since I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
And I always really wanted to do stand-up, but I didn't know that you could just go do it.
Yeah.
There's no barrier to entry.
There is.
It turns out that anyone
and I think
could just
there
go
definitely
do it.
should be.
Yeah, no, we should pull those ladders up behind us, boys. But no, so I was already touring full time when I started stand up. And then I did live in New York for a little bit. And I like New York, but with the amount that I was traveling for my day job and then for comedy, I felt like I was paying a lot of money to not actually live somewhere.
Yeah.
So I went back to hang out on the farm with my mom in Colorado for a couple of weeks. And that was 5 years ago. So, yeah.
So you're based in Colorado and you live at the farm and then you book all these tour dates and you just go and that's your home base.
Yeah. And it's really nice to be able to go out and do this and be in the city and be around people and then be able to go back to not that.
Peace and serenity and nature. And what kind of animals do you have on the farm?
We've mostly horses and donkeys.
Okay.
I love donkeys.
Donkeys are like,
They're
are they
the best.
like troublemakers?
They are.
Like you would be like a donkey.
I would be I'd be a donkey. A burro. That's what they
you
call
would be
them,
a burro,
right?
dude.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
yeah.
chasing people, nipping at people.
Is that what donkeys do? I've never been around donkeys, man. I'm not a donkey dude.
They're fantastic. They're my favorite.
They
only exist to make life like a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
That's their whole deal. And it's fantastic. We have 3. We have 1 standard and 2 minis.
Okay. A mini donkey?
We got 2 mini donkeys.
I love miniature animals. I'm just going to say that right now. Anytime I'm like I'm driving and I see a fair that's like world's smallest horse, I'm like, I gotta check this out.
Donkeys seem like they have more personality, like a lot of personality.
They do have a ton of personality. They're just fun. I like that they're doing their own thing and they're not really interested in my feedback. No.
Yeah.
They're
what kind of wild animals are out there? That you see?
A ton. We have we've got snakes. We've got a bunch of different kind of snakes, which I enjoy because that's what I did in college. That's what I studied.
You studied snakes?
I did.
See, the way that you looked at stand-up, I'm looking at snakes. Like, you can just do that? You can study snakes?
It's a bad choice. I do stand-up now, but you can just do that. We get a ton of scorpions, which I hate.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's not cool. I don't like it. I got stung in my bed on my 29th birthday.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's how I woke up on my 29th birthday. So I don't like those, but we get tarantulas, which are really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Dude.
The tarantulas are awesome.
Really?
Yeah, I really like having them around.
Tarantulas bite?
They can. Anything with a mouth can bite.
Anything with a mouth can
Do you hold the tarantulas?
I do.
You do? Like a wild tarantula, you'll hold it?
I mean, I would like, I'm curious on what you think the difference between like a wild tarantula and a pet tarantula is.
They're domesticated. That's a good point.
Yeah.
They're like domesticated, friendly. They're like your friend. You know?
Yeah, no, they respond to their name. No, they don't.
They've got their shots.
Yeah. I'm only interested in holding a fully vaxxed tarantula.
It's neutered.
No, I'll pick them up, especially if they're like somewhere they shouldn't be.
Okay.
Yeah.
To move them someplace.
That's crazy.
Someplace safer. Yeah. We get.
I would never do that. I've always because I spent a little time in the country growing up.
Okay.
A good amount of time in the country. And I have this vivid memory of I'm sitting in the living room and this giant spider crawled up my leg and I ran through the house like just screaming like a little girl, just freaking out. I brushed it off. It didn't bite me, but just anything bugs, I'm just like, I can't do this, man.
Yeah.
Bugs are tough. And I get, some people, there's a spider in their house, they'll move it outside. I kill it.
Here's my role. This is my role. See, you grow on a farm, so I think you studied snakes, so I think you're more qualified to say if this is fair. If they come in my house and they're in my area, it's okay. Then I can kill them. If they are out in their area, I'm not allowed to touch them.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I don't go out like looking for like I'm gonna kill a spider today.
You're a bug killer?
Yeah, I'm not a bug killer. No, but if it's in the place and it's like I don't have a cup around to put it in, or if it's really scary looking, I'm like, I'm not gonna take any chances. I gotta man.
Yeah. Now you were a zookeeper?
I was. That was so when I was in college, I managed the reptile exhibit. The native herpetofauna exhibit for the University of Missouri.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't get to do that anymore, which is weird.
Yeah.
I have I feel like people's like good guy with a gun fantasies are really stupid, but I think about especially during COVID when there were all those outdoor comedy shows.
Yeah.
I was like, what if there's a snake here and I'm the only one who knows how to pick it up?
Good guy with a snake.
You're like a snake wrangler.
Yeah, that's what I did.
They call them snake charmers, I believe.
Yeah. Not the way I did it.
You didn't have a flute?
No, not a lot of charm. Not a lot of charisma. But yeah, I had fun. I liked it. Yeah. It's I feel like it's weird looking back that I did that sometimes. Yeah.
I have a lot of things like that where I'm like, I can't believe I did that, but it's never snakes. It's always like, I drank so much. I can't believe I did all that. Have you ever been bitten by a snake?
Hundreds of times.
Hundreds? Any poisonous ones?
No venomous ones.
Okay.
Wow. Hundreds of times?
Yeah. They're not going to do anything to you. Yeah.
It's like a beekeeper getting stung with bees.
Yeah. Except it hurts less.
No, but I heard it hurts less?
I would take a snake bite from anything with a head under like this big.
No way.
Any day. Yeah.
Oh, nothing?
Don't they have those teeth that like grab on and pull this way so you can't
Some of them do. Some of them have those recurved teeth, and that sucks. Like if they get stuck, but you just have to kind of push them into it and then lift them off.
Yeah.
But most of them, unless they're eating, most like especially with anything native that we have, they aren't going to have those recurved teeth.
Wow.
So if they're not eating, if they're just mad at you, they'll just whack you once, and that's mostly what you feel like with the little.
Just a warning shot.
Yeah, they're not gonna like. It's not usually not like an ordeal to get them off your hand.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was watching one of your videos. You travel around. You do a lot of public speaking, and you've spoken at Harvard, Yale, Columbia, TEDx talk. I was watching. It might have been your TEDx talk. And you said that you are deaf, bisexual, transgender, and Jewish.
I identify as genderqueer. I think they
they put some extra stuff in there.
The marketing around it, sometimes the marketing team doesn't know. Especially 10 years ago, people don't know what words mean.
I was about to say, how do you not have a sitcom?
Yeah. And that's what you go around and you speak about that? Or?
Yeah, I talk about intersectional accessibility, or how do we make our resources the most available to the widest range of whole people.
Okay.
So basically you have like, if you have a women's center, that's fantastic. You're providing resources for women. Are you providing resources for queer women, for Muslim women, for Black women, just all those different intersections? And a lot of what I talk about is like the intersections that don't come up in like, I don't know, like Fox News talking points. So like you're providing resources for like all of these women, but are you providing resources for rural women or for, disabled women? Just things that don't necessarily come up when we're talking about intersectionality and other.
Is a TED Talk kind of like doing stand up? Like, is it a lot the
with
same?
a thesis statement? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And the joke bar is on the floor.
Oh, so whatever. Like, if you make a tiny joke, like,
it crushes. Yeah,
it's like Chris Rock up there.
It's like doing like doing a stand up set on an improv show. Like, it's
just dominate it.
Yeah,
nice. How long does a TED Talk have to be? Like, how long was yours?
I think it was 15 minutes.
Okay,
I did TEDx, so it wasn't like the official TED sponsored.
TEDx.
Yeah, TEDx is like the offshoot.
Oh, TEDx sounds like the erotic version of TED Talks. I did a TED XXX.
It's like the underground. It's like the alternative version.
Yeah, TEDx. Man.
Yeah, TEDx, dude.
You know, you were a zookeeper. Yeah. I played a zookeeper in a movie.
You did?
I did. Yeah. I was in We Bought a Zoo, and I played a zookeeper. And I was there for like, we filmed for like, I was on set for like 6 weeks. It was insane.
What animal?
Oh, there were so many animals. It was a binturong.
I love binturongs.
Binturong. I didn't even know what it was.
Don't they smell like popcorn?
Ooh.
What's a binturong?
I kind of always smell like popcorn, so I'm not sure.
What's a binturong?
It's like a anteater type thing, but also like porcupine-ish. Like it's just this weird looking creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
just if you know, you know.
Yeah. Okay. They filmed it in this ranch, and they turned the whole thing like into a zoo.
That's so cool.
It was up there. One of the coolest experiences in my life.
Yeah.
Because not only I got to do what I love, like the whole acting thing, but then it's like, whoa, there's a bear, man. Like tigers. Yeah. Like it was sick.
No, that rule. And it's one of the things I'm like bummed about now. I like what I get to do cool stuff now doing speaking and stand up.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I used to just like wake up and be like, I've never touched a rhino. Like, I bet I could like, I got a guy. Yeah. Today. I gotta like, yeah. Who do I know? Who can I text that's like, come on out? I miss that. Like, I don't get to interact. What was the coolest animal there?
The coolest animal was probably, either the tiger, the bear, I think was pretty
I love
cool.
Bears.
The bear was really, it was a showbiz bear too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so it was super industry.
Yeah, very. Yeah. It was passing us, but hey, can I get into the Laugh Factory? Like, oh, hang on, no. No, it was a very showbiz bear, very sedated type of, like, you could tell he was like one of those, it's like an old actor. You're like, he's tired of doing this shit, man.
What about monkeys? Did they have any monkeys?
They had a famous monkey. The monkey this monkey's career went so much further than mine. Like, this monkey was
probably got paid more too.
Bro, the name was Kristal the monkey. And this monkey
related.
We bought a zoo, and then it got its own TV show. It was on with Kim Jong, I believe.
Community?
No, it might not have been Kim Jong. It was some show, animal pet something.
Oh yeah.
But it was this monkey was in everything. And you know which I don't know how the whole money works, but I don't think the monkey has a bank account. Probably goes
not.
to the trainer, right? Yeah.
They've got Coogan laws for the monkey.
Because the trainer, I worked with one. I worked with a dog. It was named Jumpy the dog. It was the most trained dog in the world. It was half Australian Shepherd, half Border Collie. And he rode scooters. He did parkour.
He did parkour?
He did parkour.
Do you know with the dog, they call it barcore?
Barcore. That's good, dude.
Barcore. That was quick, guy. Come on.
And we did this commercial, and he got paid $5,000 for the day.
5,000. How much did you get paid?
I got paid like $200.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, my career's in the toilet, dude. The dog gets paid more than I do.
You should learn parkour then, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
You should learn. You see?
Buff up that special skills section.
Oh yeah. If you compared the two resumes together,
he was way more talented than I was. Did you ever work with chimpanzees or?
Oh, fuck no.
Just the reptiles.
No, just the reptiles. I have a friend who is a primate keeper at a zoo in Texas, and she was telling me she'll come into work and she's like, yeah, sometimes they'll just hand me like a piece that they bit off another chimp.
Oh,
and I'm like, I don't need that.
Violent.
I don't want
Greg
that.
loves monkeys.
I do.
He loves primates. He goes to the zoo every day.
Yeah.
Almost. You got a season pass, right?
I got a season pass, and instead of walking on a trail or whatever, I walked through the zoo. And I got to know the gorillas there, and this one gorilla would chase me every time, and he would always acknowledge me. First, there was a female there she was she'd been there for a gazillion years. She's really famous. She had escaped 3 times.
Get it, queen.
And they found her walking around. One time they found her on another roof, but she would sit there and she would sit in the corner, and then I would sit there and I'd stick my tongue at her. I go, and she'd go. And she'd stick her tongue, and then she'd do make little signs to me and stuff, and smile at me, and then
What if that was your soulmate? That'd be kind of interesting. That'd be one for God to be like, I'm gonna make these two.
Her name was Evelyn. She was amazing, really famous, and then she passed away. And then the dominant male. One day I was walking up to there was a kid, one of his babies, and I walked up, and then he saw me and he chased me. So every time I would show up, he would chase me.
He thought you stole his girl.
Yeah. And,
she just was gone one day. And it's like, hey, there's this good-looking guy.
And then all of a sudden now he just ignores me. But then there's one, you know what a mandrill is?
Yeah.
With the painted face. What is it? Rafiki or whatever?
The Lion King.
On the Lion King. But he had a painted face. But whenever I show up, he shows me his teeth and then sticks his butt up at me. So
anyway. Which means he, I guess, is cool with him.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything about.
You mess around with the monkeys. You don't want to touch a monkey as much as a rhino?
No. I don't know. And I say this as somebody who went into work and worked with rattlesnakes every day for 4 years. I don't want to die. That's I look at that job and I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is pretty.
Which I understand.
Crazy.
I'm coming in on the world's smallest high horse, cradling my rattlesnakes, being like, those people are nuts.
Yeah. What's a big obstacle you've overcome in your life?
Oh, that's a hard left turn.
Yeah,
that was a quick no transition. Just
no transition.
Boom.
Yeah,
that was a hard left turn.
It was right into the guardrail. But I don't know. I think communication. I mean, I am hard of hearing, which is actually the preferred term over hearing impaired.
I wrote down hearing impaired. I think that was probably wrong. Right?
I don't get you friggin'
and you read it. I'm like, don't read that.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I wasn't sure. What is the? It's hard of hearing.
Hard of hearing or deaf.
Or deaf.
Okay.
But communication has always been an issue, which I think is why I seek it out. I think people think it's weird. I went from zookeeping to working in public speaking and teaching sign language for a little bit and stand up. But the common thread is communication.
Yeah.
I think it's what I really love about comedy is that like if you tell a joke and people laugh at it, you've expressed it, like you've communicated exactly the point that you had in exactly the way you wanted to. And that's what, like when the audience laughs, that's your instant feedback. Okay, I nailed it. Like I had this concept in my head, something that I thought was funny, and I've managed to convey that to you. And that's like what the laugh moment is.
You've had and you have that connection.
Yeah, it's that moment of understanding and clarity, which I think is really cool.
You had I think I saw in one of your talks, you were born with a hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was born hard of hearing. So I grew up in a mainstream school, hearing aids.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of adaptive technology. When I got to college, I started immersing myself more in the deaf community, and
that's amazing.
Yeah, which I really enjoy, and is a lot of my work now.
And now you communicate with people for a living.
Yeah, which is awesome.
That is cool. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I've gotten to I do stand up in ASL too.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like you do the that's like I've never seen anyone do that before. It's pretty unique.
It's really fun. I just did some shows in Pittsburgh with the Pittsburgh Deaf Club. And that was so much fun, just to be able to go and do fully ASL shows.
That's wild.
That's so cool.
I can only imagine like what it would be like because now you're communicating ASL, and it's like you can see you can see whenever the punchline hits, it gets a reaction just by doing something with your hands.
Yeah. Well, it's a full language, so it's the same as any like foreign language comedy or any comedy in another language, but it's fun. It's fun for me to be able to do it in my language.
That's
so cool. And then how do you know you're killing?
When people are laughing. The same as
I mean, okay, got it.
Yeah. Just the same as English.
They just
differently.
Okay, got it.
Man, I would do I want to learn sign language now.
You should.
I think I should. I want to learn Spanish though too.
Yeah.
I want to do a lot of things. I'm not going to do them.
Yeah.
But
that's fair.
It would be cool.
I'm tired.
I want to pet snakes. Be a snake wrangler.
We can make that happen. You can just find. They're just around.
My brother had a snake. Here's the thing about people with snakes. Like they're
weirdos.
Oh my god! Within like 2 minutes of meeting someone who owns a snake, you know that they own a snake.
It doesn't matter if they told you. You just know.
It's like this guy owns a snake.
Yeah.
You know what I like? I like the public snake people. You ever see those dudes that bring their snakes out in public?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a real locked in energy.
That is.
That I don't think that I can pull off.
You should bring one on stage. That'd be cool.
I would if someone wants to offer a snake. I don't have any anymore.
I think my mind is always in gimmicky comedy tricks, and I'm like, ooh, the snake comic. That'd be cool.
You'd be the snake comic.
Yeah, you just come out on stage, kind of like a Jake the Snake thing.
Yeah.
With your helmet.
Yeah.
I'm 100.
You're snake in a helmet.
Snake in a helmet. That's what I'm missing.
You'd be a prop comic, dude.
That's what I'm missing. A snake, a helmet. I'm set. And some sign language in there.
I want to be on record as 100% in favor of the helmet. Of the comedy helmet.
Hey, the comedy helmet.
But I feel like you can't acknowledge it.
No,
you just gotta go on and do a straight face.
Do the whole set.
Yeah.
Don't say anything about the helmet.
Yeah. I'm picturing, just so you know, I'm picturing like a full, you can't say anything about it. But I'm picturing a full motorcycle, like visor down.
Oh, like a Kill Bill helmet?
Yeah. Well,
that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Say,
no,
but you
okay. My helmet
anything.
that I wear is not I wear like, I think it's like a Huffy, like made for like 15-year-olds or something. It's not a good helmet. Yeah.
Well, your helmet, it is like a Huffy helmet.
It's a Huffy helmet. It's a very not cool helmet. But she's really saying isn't. Like an actual like motorcycle. Like,
oh yeah.
I think that would be cool too.
You could flip the visor down on the punchline.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weenie tips. Bah. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
What are some I guess, I mean, we know some of your causes. I mean, is there anybody that's really inspirational to you that inspires you?
Yeah, there's so many people, especially in comedy. I think Maria Bamford is a big one. The nicest human being to ever.
She's on record, and she does a lot of comedy about her mental health problems. She has severe mental health problems.
Yeah, and she's just the kindest, hardest working, most wonderful person that I've ever met. And I think she's the first person I ever featured for. Wow. And she was my first like theater show was featuring for her at the pageant in St. Louis. And she paid me in the opener a ton of money, and she fought with us for the venue because the venue thought that they were going to pay us. And then when they found out that Maria was planning to pay us out of pocket, she went and argued with them. She's like, it costs, a fraction for you to just pay them. So she fought for us. And like every show I've done, I'm like, if I ever get to that level of success, that's who I want to be. And that's what the feeling I want people to leave with. And that's such
it's so powerful. Like I tour with a couple guys, and they've paid me well, and then I toured with another guy, and he didn't pay me very much.
Yeah. But, on me? Okay, Greg, I'm not making Maria Bamford money.
And you don't do parkour.
You paid me,
exactly.
Dude, you took me on the road. I'm joking.
I did put him in a Motel 6 though. But hey,
Motel 8.
I was Motel 8. I'm sorry. See, that's
two better than 6.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you treated me great, dude. You took me to Chicago Improv. I got paid by the club. I'm joking.
But okay, there are big comics though who don't like pay.
I know.
But you know what? And with the vibe of this podcast, people always want to know, because we've all gotten to work with cool people. We get to do cool things with this job. And people always want to know, like, okay, who's awful? Like, who's a monster? Like, who have you had? Right? Do people ever ask you that? They're like, okay, was so-and-so like so mean? And the thing I found in comedy is that like very few people. Because it is such a like we're up there alone.
Right,
it's
a handful, and I think it's a lot less than it used to be back in the day. I think there was a time where comics were just like there's monsters on the planet.
Oh, clearly,
and then like now everyone like is pretty cool. They're cooler to younger comics.
We should just spend 5 minutes just calling out all the ones that are assholes.
Oh my god, can we just have we should just have it scroll down like the credits on Saturday Night Live.
This one, total dick.
Yeah.
There's some out there, but I agree. The majority are pretty cool.
You had JJ Walker, right?
Yeah, Jimmy Walker.
Jimmy Walker. Maria Bamford, now we know, is amazing. My mentor has been Daryl Hammond.
That's amazing.
He's been amazing to me. But there's so many, like, who else has been great?
Pablo Francisco was like one of the first dudes who took me along. And Pablo lives like right by me. I talk to him all the time. So I still remain in communication with these people who help me out and friends. And
but I love that you're, when you become successful like Maria, that you're going to carry the torch and be kind to the people that come after you.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of don't get why you wouldn't, but I also am like, what a cool thing to do to get more people more like good people into the thing that I love to do.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I love too? I love that you do the hard of hearing shows and the ASL shows, because like doing comedy is one thing. And I would always do comedy. I've done stand up like forever. And then I was just kind of doing it for myself. But, probably over the past few years, I found like a cause, and it's like addiction and like alcohol and drugs. And so we've been able to do the shows that we do that are for like say like a sober living place or like a rehab. Those are always, there's an extra thing to them that just feels good. It just feels, you get the comedy part of it, but it's also like, wow, I'm doing something good. I feel like a good person,
And a lot of these shows that we do that with addiction, there will be a lot of newcomers. I just did the El Rey Theater it was a benefit for the Phoenix House. And it was this big giant theater, and a lot of the people in the front row were nearly sober and sober livings. and to get to bring laughter and joy to people, that because it's hard in your first few months of recovery. You're depressed, you're miserable.
Yeah, you feel like you can't have fun again. There's no fun ever out there.
But I always pray, I'm spiritual, and I pray, allow me to use my gifts to make the world a better place and to serve others. And I think when I stay in that area of trying to use my gifts to serve others, because I forget where I heard it, but it's like, it's not what I get out of it. That's not the point. The point of comedy is not so I get and I receive and I get the laughter and I get the accolades. The real craft is what I give. And I bring laughter and joy and allow people to forget, or we get to, allow people to forget their days and stuff. And,
I feel like putting in that perspective too, like helps you not freak out before a show or something, rather than like, I got to get laughs, I got to kill. It's like, these people have worked hard all week and they get to go out tonight and just want to give them a good time. That's been over the past year, something I've been struggling with comedy. It's just being really burned out and feeling like, I don't know, a lot of like, why am I doing this? Oh God, I think that's the most common question that every comedian says. Like, why am I doing this? What am I doing? What am I doing, man?
Like, all right, then. Yeah. But
then you have a really fun show and you're like, this is the best.
This is the greatest thing in my whole life. Yeah. But yeah, just trying to find that purpose again. And I love that. So I do a workshop when I do public speaking. One of the workshops I do is about comedy as a like a vehicle for social justice. And I talk about like comedy is so unique as an art form because it's the only art form that is the connection with the audience. It's like it's the only thing you can't practice like home alone. Yeah. Like it's like you can paint, you can do music or whatever, but you can't do stand up alone because the whole art of it is in that connection and that communication with the audience.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, finding purpose in that connection I think is good and cool.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Cecily, the producer of Good Things Are Happening. We got a sponsor. It's Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN or virtual private network, a tool that hides your online activities from third parties snooping around and collecting data, like the sneaky bastards that they are. When I travel, I set my location to home so that I can log in securely and work on behalf of my clients. I'm also learning Italian, and when I want to really get immersed, I can watch the news in Italian by setting my location to Rome or Milan. Protect your online privacy. Become invisible online with Surfshark VPN. And with our link, you save 83%. On the Surfshark One VPN Plus, you also get 3 months extra. That's $2.69 a month. Get Surfshark. Click the link in the description or on our website, goodthingspod.com, and surf safely with Surfshark.
It's, you were talking about this, the self-doubt. I think we all go through that. I mean, in my opinion, you're one of the best comedians on the planet. That's in my opinion.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, nobody else agrees with me, but I personally
he owes me money.
But you have self-doubt.
Oh yeah, and I think everyone has self-doubt.
I'm like, you kill every time.
I have big time self-doubt, and I had like big time self-esteem stuff. But it's like doing esteemable acts. Someone told me that one time. You do esteemable acts to get self-esteem. So it's like,
oh, I like that.
Yeah, I volunteer at this place once a week and like just try to help people out. And if you do things like that, it makes your self-esteem goes up because you're doing good stuff. Like I'm just hanging out, sitting on the couch, like doing nothing, serving myself. Then I'm like, all right. I probably shouldn't have great self-esteem because I'm not like doing anything. I just chilled out, ate KFC, smoked a bunch of weed, and watched friggin' Narcos all day or some shit. Yeah. But I think everyone has self-doubt too. Sometimes, everyone.
Comedians especially. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I think not to generalize everybody, but we put ourselves out, and we want people to tell us how much they love us and how funny we are, and I don't know. There's something along the lines of why we have to put ourselves on a stage to get people to laugh, to make us feel good. I don't know.
It's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
We're talking a little bit about like the spiritual thing. Do you have any like spiritual? Are you into that at all?
Not really.
No,
not really. I mean, I think the closest thing that I get to that is with my animals.
That's perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah. No organized or anything, but being able to go out and work with my animals every day.
Yeah.
That's a spiritual connection.
Yeah, that's a spiritual connection. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of got a thing with the because I don't do any organized thing either. Like I'm not against it or anything, but I'm just like, I there's something about like just anything greater than you. And it's just like this is like the universe. It's been here before me. It's gonna be here after me for a long time. Like
yeah.
And the animals too, like being around nature, I'm always like, this is cool. My mom used to always do things like that. Like there'd be a fish with a funny face. Like, look, God has a sense of humor. I'm like, Mom, that fish, you can't. It's there's something wrong with it. No. Yeah, I get spiritual around nature and stuff. That's why it's got to be so cool to live on a farm. I would love that.
I really, most of the time, really enjoy it.
I'm going to move to a farm. That's
what
I'm going to do.
Nature's incrable.
I think about going. Texas is too hot. Colorado, though, that might be the spot. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a fan. I enjoy it. There's a reason I don't live somewhere else.
Well, comedy's different now, too. You can be successful and not have to be in the big cities anymore.
I talk to people... I evangelize about that a lot. Is it like, because I lived in New York for 2 years, and then all like the really big opportunities that I've had have been after I started living on a farm.
Yeah.
Like I got America's Got Talent, like because I submitted a video like from my like yard on a farm.
Hey, no way.
Yep.
Did you already shoot it?
America's Got Talent, 2022.
2022.
Yeah,
wow.
It was super fun.
See, yeah, you didn't.
And that's another thing. People were like, "Was Simon so mean?" No, everything. I went into that so cynical. I was like, this is going to be a meat grinder. Everybody here hates their job and their lives, and everybody I worked with was the nicest person ever. All of the contestants got along. It was just so infuriatingly wholesome. It was like, yeah.
So what are some career highlights for you? So you did America's Got Talent. You featured for Maria Bamford, which is incredible.
I did.
You did some theater shows.
Yeah.
What are some other good things?
I got to do some voice acting.
Okay.
On a show called Tuca and Birdie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which,
that's got Tiffany Haddish, right?
Yeah, and Ali Wong.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was in seasons 2 and 3 of that, and that was like the coolest thing ever.
Voice acting's fun. Yeah.
It is so fun. That's what I really would love to be doing like that. That's
the best. Yeah, I was on a few episodes of Rick and Morty.
That's crazy,
and,
dude.
And a few other voice. I went through a spot where I was nailing voice stuff, bro.
Dude, you're on Rick and Morty, dude. That's crazy.
That is so cool.
It's so funny. You just go in and you're just like, they're over there behind the glass, and you're like, and they're like, okay, do it again this one time, a little bit more like this.
Yeah,
and you're out so quick, and it's
so much fun. Yeah, that's the dream.
It is. It's pretty awesome.
I've done 50 commercials doing voiceovers for PlayStation, Volkswagen, but never an animated film or anything.
You've done PlayStation?
I did PlayStation. That is really cool. I did Vans. I did Volkswagen. I did.
Do you sound like yourself, or do you go into that PlayStation?
No, it's. I was always like the. Oh my God, I'm going to go and I'm going to have this is great. It's amazing. It's CineQuest, Rock San Jose. It's the greatest thing I've ever done. You got to go. That was always that kind of. But I worked at CBS, and then I went into the production guy's office with $100 bill, and I slapped it down and I said, I want to learn how to do voiceovers. And then he's like, he just started putting me on all these commercials. It was incredible.
That's such a weird way to get a show.
I put $100 down. It's just teach me. And then, he'd text me or he'd call me and he'd be like, hey, are you busy? And I'm like, no. He's like, all right, come in the studio. Next thing you know, I'm on a PlayStation commercial, or it was so cool.
Yeah. Voiceovers are very,
but I would love to do animated films, in TV shows.
So much fun. And I'm a gigantic BoJack Horseman fan, and watching BoJack was part of what made me decide okay, I want to go try stand up for real. I need to go.
Really?
Yeah, because it was a bunch of stand ups that I like are in it, and
Fielding Edlow is one of my friends, and she was on it.
That's so cool. But it's just that was one of the things that pushed. And then Tuca and Birdie was made by a lot of the same team, and
How'd you get that?
It's the goofiest story. Yeah. This is how all of Hollywood works. The final season of BoJack Horseman, because I was such a big fan, I knew that the person in charge of all the art, Lisa Hannawalt, I knew was also a horse girl. Oh. And Lisa has a rare breed of horse called a Norwegian Fjord, and they're very distinctive looking. And I thought it was so crazy that in all those seasons of BoJack Horseman, there had never been a Norwegian Fjord because they're so distinctive looking. So and then the final season, we got one, and I tweeted about it because I was so excited. Because they are, I knew what it was.
It's your favorite horse.
Yeah, it's one of them. They're very rare. They're not common. It was weird that she had one, and they are super distinctive looking. And then finally, one showed up, and I tweeted about it, and Lisa Hannawalt followed me, and I post a lot of. This was even before I was social media famous for horse stuff. But I like posted videos and pictures of my horses and stuff, and she followed me, and then we started talking, and we talked about horses almost every day for like a couple of years before either of us acknowledged that we worked in similar industries.
Yeah, that's cool. And you played long game, right?
Yeah, you were playing the long game. Yeah. Hey, did you see this horse the other day?
Yeah, literally, we text each other about horse news and
horse news.
Yeah, stuff that comes out, great horse videos.
Oh man, that's your podcast right there, horse news.
Horse news.
Horse news. Yeah.
That would be fun. I would do it. I'd be into it. I'll ask Lisa if she'd be down. Oh, that actually would be a super fun for me.
You guys would kill it. And it just surpass our podcast first episode.
The horse girl lobby is surprisingly strong.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see that. It's a majestic creature.
It can be. Not the way I do it.
No.
No, I think that's been a lot of what people like about my farm content. That's how I blew up on social media. I don't post any like comedy stuff.
Yeah.
It's like funny stuff, but it's a lot of horse content, but not them being majestic. It's them being
silly.
Yeah. Silly is a very nice word for it. But yeah, I would a horse podcast would be so much fun.
Yeah. You know what I was just thinking is if BoJack Horseman, right? Mm-hmm. If they ever have a donkey on, dude, you got to voice it.
I could voice a donkey.
You could voice a donkey, dude.
Voice a donkey. I could voice like a binturong. Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
You smell like popcorn. I don't know what you are.
I do smell like popcorn.
It's going to be really embarrassing for me and also the University of Missouri's Natural Resource Department if binturongs are not the animals that smell like popcorn.
Yeah, you're going to hear it.
Yeah,
definitely.
You're going to be flooded.
Yeah. Hey, you mixed it up.
What are 3 good things happening in your life right now?
3 good things. I'm really happy with my animals right now. I had last year was really hard. Just had a rough 2023, and so finding joy in my animals again and getting back into doing stuff with them and creating content again with them, which is something I just started doing not because I really like doing it, and the fact that it got popular online and that's fun too. But
that's great. You're just doing something you love and it just happened to pop off.
To hit. So getting back into that has been really great. I'm finding joy in doing stand up again.
Nice.
Which I lost for a while. And working on getting that back has been really good. And the people in my life right now are really great. Not to be cheesy on your podcast. I'm already on it. I have nothing to gain from you now, but connecting with y'all at the store.
And that was awesome.
Making new friends. Yeah, it was great.
I love that.
Doing something. Yeah, it's been.
Yeah.
Well,
thanks for coming. You've made 2 new friends.
Yay.
3 maybe of Aiden.
Yeah. I was like, I already started beef with Aiden.
You got Aiden. You got 3 new friends.
Whoa!
Who's that?
Who's that? That's our Good Things Are Happening pod
producer Cecily Korst. Oh my God, what are you doing here?
Wow, that's an awesome shirt. Where'd you get that? It says Good Things Are Happening. That's the name of our podcast.
Got it from the website.
What?
Yeah.
There's merch on our website?
Everybody has merch, dude. We can't get away with not having merch.
There's a way that people can support the Good Things Are Happening podcast by buying merch? That's crazy.
What?
It's cool merch, too.
Good merch.
It's good merch. Check it out. Good Things Are Happening pod.com. Is that the website?
That is. Good thing.
Oh, yes.
Right. Oh.
I did.
Love when you do that.
Yeah, check it out, guys. We got a bunch of things on there. We got shirts, hoodies. Do we have socks?
We don't have
We
socks.
should get socks.
We should get
Socks are coming.
Socks are coming.
But yeah, if you want to support the podcast, go to goodthingsareHappeningPod.com. Check out the merch section. We got a ton of things on there. And have fun. Spread the word. Spread the podcast.
Good things are happening.
Good things are happening.
Good things are happening.
Yeah.
We do these good news stories. We just do a couple of them. Can you
Yeah.
stick around for that?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Greg, what do you got,
All right,
buddy?
this is my new social media idea.
Okay.
This is, I don't have horses, so I got to come up with something.
Yeah.
My comedy's mediocre at best, so I can't post that. Just kidding. I'm
Hey,
very
come
funny.
on, come
I'm just
on,
kidding. I'm very
Greg.
funny. So here's, so there's a place in Japan. If you're on a budget, there's a hotel you could go stay at for $1.20.
$1.20.
Yeah, per night. But here's the catch.
Okay.
They live stream from your hotel room 24 hours a day. So you have to be on their YouTube channel, and they just live stream you staying in their hotel.
Oh, wow.
Well, sounds like what you're saying is there's a podcast studio you can rent in Japan for $1.20
yeah.
a night.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Turn it
Smart.
on 'em.
So,
Yeah.
that's good.
we gotta do a live from Japan, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's rent that place.
So I'm gonna put up little cameras around my house and just let people watch me just eat. and
People
stuff.
do that online. Aiden, people do that, right? And they make a lot of money off it. I can't let
Yeah,
people.
we have to. Well, hold on. We have to consult with our social media expert.
Oh yeah,
Is
Aiden.
that-
Yeah.
Aiden?
Yeah.
Is that- do people do that online?
Yeah.
They do.
Nice. I don't do blow anymore, so I'd be able to stream it. Nice. Yeah. It'd be good. Yeah. I wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah. I couldn't walk around in my underwear anymore, I guess. I
You
guess
could- you
underwear
You
could.
could if
Yeah,
you wanted
bro.
to make more money.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
I could go fully nude, dude, and charge a premium.
Oh, OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Only Greg's.
Only great.
All right, what do you got? What do you got?
Okay, so there were these sorority sisters. They hadn't known each other for that long, like a couple of months, and one of them had this kidney problem, and she needed a kidney. And this sorority sister gave her kidney, man, and she
Wow.
gives it to her in this viral video that's going online. And this one kind of like hit with me because my fiance's dad needs a kidney right now. And we're trying to like figure out what to do and everything. And it's a big deal. Giving someone an organ.
That's a big
I
deal.
can only
Yeah.
imagine like an actual like the piece of you. Hey,
Yeah.
here's this.
Alonzo Bowden did it for his brother.
Alonzo Bowden did it for his brother.
Yep. We'll have him on.
You gotta be in shape to give a kidney. Did you know
Yeah.
that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can't be like overweight or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. So whew, no. but I mean
You went on an eating binge. when
yeah,
they
no,
found
I'm
out.
sorry, bro.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, she gave her the kidney, and that
Wow.
was just it's really cool when people do things like that. Sorority sister.
That's
you know?
amazing. That's
Yeah.
very cool. I honestly, if you needed a kidney, I would donate a kidney to you.
Really?
I really would.
No, don't say
Yeah,
that.
I would.
I would. You know what? I would
You don't have to
I would
answer
go
it,
on a
dude. I'm not
diet.
fishing.
I would go on a diet, and I would fast for a few days. And if I get healthy, I would give you a kidney.
Yeah, I would
I'll
give you a kidney, but then you'd have to take me on tour everywhere you go. And let me feature for
well,
you.
if you think
I mean,
about
he
it, I
kind
would
of,
be.
yeah. That's
Right?
right.
Oh, I guess that's
Featuring Greg's kidney.
Featuring Greg's kidney. Just put the mic there. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Dustin Ibarra featuring Greg's kidney.
like
But you
it.
don't have to do all that. You could just join a sorority.
Yeah,
That is true.
That's
Oh,
true.
I know. You could get in trouble for that.
Okay, here's I got another one.
Oh, you got another one?
Yeah, and all I have is the headline.
Oh.
Pet mouse was lost at the Renaissance Fair,
Okay.
but showed up at the after party.
And that's just the headline? There's no details there?
I didn't write any of the details down because what happened, she brought her pet mouse to the Renaissance Fair. She lost the mouse. They couldn't find it. They're looking everywhere. And then the mouse showed up at the after party.
Shit face.
Yeah. No. No. So here's my philosophy. This is what I think. This happened to me before.
You had a pet mouse?
No.
And you lost it at a Ren Fest?
No. I got lost at the party. Nobody could find me. Mm-hmm. But then I showed up fine at the after party.
You were someone's Ren Fest mouse.
Yes.
That was you.
I don't mean to put a damper on this. How do they know it was that mouse?
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they probably dressed it up in that Renaissance stuff.
Yeah.
Probably had one of those like cleavage things on.
Like, no, that garter is custom. It has to be the same mouse. All right. That's on me for asking a stupid question. All right.
Yeah. That's it. That's it for my news.
Those are good news stories.
Those are fun. Hayden, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me
on. Where can people find you at?
I'm on social media at Hayden Kristal, Kristal.
Not Kristal.
Not Kristal. Don't class it up.
Don't class it up.
And it's not Crystal. Okay. It's pronounced like the meth, but spelled like a stripper, so it's easy to remember.
Nice.
That's our family crest.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
No, thank you for having me. Thank both of you. Thank you, Aiden.
Aiden, our new social media director.
Yeah.
Specialist.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Thanks for watching, guys. That was awesome. I'm Dustin Ibarra.
I'm Greg Baldwin.
Find us on social media and on the web at goodthingspod.com.
You can also find us on Instagram and YouTube at Good Things Are Happening Podcast.
We're on Patreon. Sign up because we're going to have some cool stuff on there.
Like really, really, really cool stuff.
So dope we can't even talk about it. Yeah. And remember, when life gets you down, good things are happening.
Good things are happening. Help somebody.